Hey you guys, love you guys, it's Jonathan and welcome to the second episode of Parkitect. Woo! Hype! Whoop whoop whoop! Okay, I'm never gonna do that again. God. Welcome to the second episode of Parkitect. I'm Jonathan. Yeah, that's a lot better. And we're getting right into it with the security areas. So these are the places where the people are gonna have their bags checked and go through a little metal detector and whatnot. But yeah, welcome guys. Sit down, have a nice little drink, have yourself a little cocktail, with some cock and some tail, and just relax and enjoy this video, or not. I honestly, I don't care. I do care. Yeah. But yeah, we're back in Parkitect. We're back in Jonathan Studios Park because my ego is that bad that I need to name the park after myself. But yeah. So we're continuing the work on the entrance area, and later on we're gonna build the bus loop, which I'm already gonna say I'm not a huge fan of in the end. I like it, but looking back at it now, as I was putting the footage in the editing software, I was looking back at it and I was like, nah, I can do better, but not yet because. It took me quite a while, and I'm not yet ready to tackle it again. But a lot has happened since I started talking about, well, basically nonsense. We made the security boots. They're just very simple. That's the secret of Parkitect that I love. I can say a lot of things are happening underneath of the roofs, so you cannot see it. It's not there, but you cannot see it. It's there. Trust me. It's not, but you know, you get the idea. We're going around, and it's some lights. We added a fountain. I love the fountain. It's a cheeky little fountain, and I'm there for it. And here we're just adding some detail to the paths, to the bridge. I have still no idea where this bridge is going to. I've made in Parkitect parking lots before, and I hate it. I hate building parking lots in this game because it's just a lot of floor pieces, it's a lot of lines, it's a lot of cars, and it's not usable. And I know we need it because it makes it look super realistic, but I'm not yet ready for it because it's going to take a whole episode. It's going to take a whole day for me. And I just wanna start off these first few episodes with some things that are really fun to build and that I have a lot of inspiration for. And we'll get to the boring parts, like a parking lot, a little bit later. But I do wanted to build sort of the bridge, because the bridge is going to be in the same style as this entrance area, with those cheeky little lights, with the green color accents and whatnot. So yeah, it's a little bridge, adding some benches and some trash cans everywhere. That always makes it look so much more realistic, the trash cans and the bins, and same thing, a trash can and a bin. The benches, that's what I wanted to say, the benches. Looking into those billboards, I've used them in the past, the billboards, but I'm not yet sure if I want to use them in this park. And if I do use them, what should I put on them? Yeah. If you're watching this and you have like an idea of that, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear that, because I've used them in previous parks where I would go into Photoshop and make like signs for the ticket prices and signs for the rides. I used pictures of Coca-Cola, the vintage Coca-Cola advertisements, and put those on billboards. I thought those were really cute, and they would really really work in this park, I think, as well. So maybe something like that among those lines. But yeah, here we're starting with the tedious job of adding greenery, and this is my technique, which is just spamming all the surfaces with greens and grasses. But yeah, so as you can see, there is the difference between the grass in the game and the grass floor tiles, and I'm sort of hiding that difference with the use of all these little cute plants. These plants that I'm using, or this greenery that I'm using, by the way, is not from the game itself. It's from a mod. I have no idea what the mod is called. It's something with greens, I guess. But it just has such beautiful plants in it, and I love these palms. Yeah, I'm there for that. I'm really there for those little plants, and some shrubs, some low-lying shrubbery to really finish it off, especially the areas that are just a little bit bare with a lot of nothingness. It just looks so nice. Adding some plants in those, and when we go to the palm trees, honey, oh, it just makes it look so much better. Here we go to the palm trees. Palm trees, girl, everywhere. But yeah, I love these palms. They're big, but yeah, I love them. They're so pretty. I love the color of it. It just it works. It works so well. But yeah, so you're kind of getting the idea of the style that I'm going for, especially now with the plants in place. It's really coming together, and now it's on to some details, because it's a big entrance plaza, and some areas feel really how do you say it, really bare to me, like empty. So I wanted to do something with a statue here, and now you're gonna see me go through these menus for like 100 years, because I cannot find the statue that I want, because I have no idea what kind of statue I want, but I know I want the statue. So, you know, yeah, that. By the way, there are some awesome things in this game, and I'm pulling out a lot of things. This is, by the way, this is me, and usually I cut out these parts in the time lapse, because I can do this for hours. But yeah, I just love going through the menus and discovering what is in this game. But I wanted to give the statue like a little spot to stand, and at first I wanted, oops, sorry, that was my foot. But at first I wanted to go with this one, because I thought it looked really cute, really modern, and this entrance isn't, and that's when I went with the horse, because, you know, if you cannot go with a statue, go with a horse, honey. Everybody knows that. Just go with the horse. Now I just want somebody to say that. Like, go with the horse. Who would say that? A horse-loving person. Of course, it's a horse. I'll shut up now. But yeah, I wanted to give the horse a little round thing, and I would imagine people, especially because that to me is the group entrance on the side. So I would imagine like groups taking their group picture there, and doing all sorts of fun stuff. Here we go over to the road and the bus drop. And the bus drop area, I really wanted to make it like an enclosed part, so it's really so it really feels like it's a part of the park. But yeah, so now we're going over to the bus. God, as I said in the previous video, and I will repeat many more times, English is not my native language, honey, so I will make a lot of mistakes. But as we are getting over to the bus loop, there I said it, I'm just trying out a couple of designs. So I want, the main thing that I want is that people and buses don't cross each other. So you get off the bus and you don't have to cross the road anymore. That's key. That's what Disney does a lot with its bus loops, and that's what I love about their design. So that's what we're going for, and that means that it's sort of a loop design. And if you don't understand what I mean, give it a minute, because eventually we'll get to a design that I like. But it's basically that the buses go in the middle and the people go around it, and yeah, so that's what we're making. And I wanted to do 2 bus loops. So as I said, this is going to be a big park, and that means a lot of people are going to come here, as I would imagine my park to be very popular. Yes girl, it's gonna be very popular. But yeah, so here we are creating the bus loop. We're gonna make a blueprint out of it later and place it where we want to have it. That's something I do quite often, because working in the scope of the park is sometimes a little bit overwhelming for me. So I love building especially these kind of things off-site, and then, as you can see, move them into place. So it's gonna be 2 bus loops. Bus loops. It's a difficult word for me. I don't know why. It is. It just is. And as you can see, the paths go around it so that the people never have to cross the road. And it just, I don't know, looking at it now, like at this stage, it looks good. Like this part looks good, but in the end, I think the placing of the parking lines and that sort of stuff, that's where it a little bit went wrong in my mind, in my head, looking back at it. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you like it, the design and the aesthetics of it, and what you would do different, because I would love to know. But we're taking a little break from the parking, from the bus loop, and we're building the road. And with the road, there's a road mod, and I've used it in this episode, but it's I don't know, something in the game is not working for me, because I don't know what I did. Maybe it's a different mod, but in the past I could change the location of these lines. Now I cannot, and I have no idea why. So let me know why that is, because I don't know. And I'm very curious, because I want to be able to change the location of those lines. But yeah, I might even use something else for the road lines. I'm not sure yet. But here we are making the paths for the bus loops, sort of deciding how long the areas are gonna be. And this is where I really started struggling, because I needed a way for these buses to go back to the road, right? It's not really coming together the way I wanted, and that's one of those things where it's really noticeable that this game has the grid, and it works on a grid. And especially when you're working with roads, you don't want to have that grid, or at least I don't want to have that grid, and I do have the grid, and I don't like the grid. So yeah, especially in places like this, I don't like working with the grid. I think you get that point now, right? Yeah. Anyway, in this episode, we're not building a lot of the infrastructure. So we're not building a lot of the roads and that sort of stuff. And I'm not planning on doing that in the nearby future yet, because I kind of want to have an idea of where some of the park boundaries are going to be. And when we have that sort of mapped out, that's when I kind of want to do maybe a little rehaul of this exit for the bus loop and the roads themselves, and then sort of also figuring out where the roads are going to be. And because I kind of want to have some of the roads that are hugging the borders of the park. So yeah, but that's something for the future. It's not really something I want to do now. Now I just wanted to have this area look good, clean and presentable. In the future we can modify it a bit, because I do think that's kind of needed. So yeah, but in the end I'm still very happy with the end results of this little bus loop. And yeah, I really like it. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think it fits perfectly with the size of the park. It's gonna be a challenge with the elevation. I'm really struggling with it here right now, but yeah. So on this side, where the stairs are going down, behind the sign, I want to have a little ramp, so people that cannot use the stairs, cannot walk the stairs, can use the ramp, as that is something I do need to keep in mind for the rest of the park, to do that as well. So here I'm working with those road lines, and this is where it in my opinion starts to become a little bit chunky. It starts to feel a little bit chunky, and that's, I think, because it just feels a little bit small, right? With the lines, it feels a little bit small to me, and yeah, I'm not really there for it. No, I'm not. I did change the colors a little bit so it would blend a little bit nicer. I thought that was nice, nice little touch. But it just no. Looking back at it, it's not really doing it for me. But yeah, so this bus loop is heavily inspired on the bus loops that I've seen around Disney parks. Not one in particular, but like several of them. The one at the Magic Kingdom, if you go to Google Earth and you go over the Magic Kingdom, you can see it. It's very simple, I think, but it's so effective, and that's what I really like about it. And especially the fact that, you know, people don't cross the road, they don't get in touch with the buses. It's a lot safer, and I like it. Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're making some little stop areas, some little wait areas with some benches for the people to sit down and wait for the bus to arrive. Yeah, and I wanted to keep them fairly bare, but then I was like, no, fuck it. It's gonna be a little bit more extravagant, a little bit nicer, a little bit more detailed, a little bit over the top, maybe a little bit unnecessarily over the top, because it's just a bus loop. It's nothing special, but but yeah, I wanted to look. I wanted it to have something nice to look at. So we're going with the same design we have been using around the sort of an entrance area, with those same walls, the same design, and yeah, I really liked it. I really liked the end results of it. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. It's nothing too fancy. It's nothing too fancy, but yeah, I really like it. And I wasn't really sure what to call it. Like, is it a stop? Is it, I don't know, so I called it a bus station. I don't know if that's the wrong word to use. If you might have a suggestion to do it better, let me know, because I would change it, because bus station feels weird. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, this is a technique that I kind of took over from the videos of Silverette, who's a talented builder. Gosh, man, what he makes in his game, in any game, it's wow. And he did this with the paths, and it sort of breaks up the path, the colors, and it just makes it look a little bit more lively and fun to look at. So yeah, we did that as well. I don't know, I feel like this channel is just a lot of copy paste from what other people are doing, but they're so good at it, so you know, why not learn from them? Yeah. I'm just talking it good for myself, but yes. We're putting on some finishing details. I wanted to use some fences around here so that, you know, people don't take a shortcut and still get in path with the buses, and also so that the buses don't just drive into the public, because that's not nice either. And then some planters to break up the pathing here, and spamming the planters with just a lot of foliage to hide the paths that are underneath of it. And I know people will walk through them, but that's the sort of compromise that I feel you have to take with a game like this. Again, here is same, people will walk through it, but yeah, then it's, to me, it's like what looks nicer, and it's still workable. The game mechanics still work, which is important to me, and it just makes it look so much more realistic. So yeah, we're going for that. But yeah, I don't know, looking at it, you know, just for like a minute ago, and now with just a shrubbery, it makes it already look so much better, which is fascinating to me, that just some little shrubs can make it look so much more awesome. But yeah, this is the video. We're working on a ramp, but I'm gonna save that for the next video because it took me quite a while. But here are 2 candy shots of the bus loop and the entrance. I hope you loved it. Leave some nice feedback in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!